Good afternoon, good morning. How's everybody doing? Great. Get ready for another deep dive into the quantum, the spiritual, scientifical, mental consciousness world. Let's go. All right, here's a question. Mark, can you please explain more your concept of what you call a replay reality? Replay reality. Okay. So the replay reality theory, or the replay reality law, is as follows, and this is according to the world of quantum mechanics. Now this is going to get trippy, but it will surprise you that this is actually facts, and I'll break it down for you so you can understand how this stuff works. Alright, what if I was to tell you that right now I am seeing the best way I can conceptualize this and get it for you to understand it. This will definitely profoundly change your life. So before I begin with the replay reality law, here is something that you must understand as well. So a lot of you guys are asking me about the God force, God power, what is God? So I'll put it to you like this. God is in the air you breathe. God is in the words you speak. God is when you look in the mirror. So God is God. What is God? Particles of conscious energy that transcends and gives you awareness and intelligence. So you are the gods experiencing it. All the other stuff they tell you is BS when they make up religion, everything of that sort. Let's go get into the replay reality. So what if I was to tell you right now that right now as I'm speaking to you, you are currently alive and you are currently already dead. You're currently a baby and you're currently a teenager. You're currently an old person and you're currently dead. All happening right now. This may sound bizarre, but not according to the world of quantum mechanics. In reality, truth is stranger than fiction. And the replay reality says that there's nothing that's live that's going on. We're not living in real time live events. And the best way I want to put it to is, if you're watching something on the TV, you'll see they're watching it live. That doesn't happen in the universe, in a human construct. If you're in a higher consciousness, your higher self realm, that happens. But for you and I who are stuck in 3 dimensions right now, experiencing it, that can never happen for us. So we are living what we call a replay reality. So if you get home, let's say you tape something live and then you get home and you watch it, you're watching the replay of it. It has already happened. So everything that can happen, ever will happen, has already happened and is currently happening now. So your whole entire life is planned out, designed out, set up by you. But the big question comes in, well, where does that put free will, Mark? So you're saying that there is no free will, there's no so we live in a predestined life? Well, here's the salt, the little salt they put in it for you to help you to change it, or the little spice to spice it up. There is technically a level of free will you have, and the free will you have is when you're in the game, you can choose how to achieve, which way to go to achieve your desires. You can take different paths to get to where you want to go, but where you want to go and what you are and what your desires are already done deal, is manifested already. So what happens is, and I'll give you a perfect example of this. I had a couple individuals, one messaged me and it said, you know, I saw someone year before this person, and this person got into like the jail or something. I seen this person and I knew this person, and then like a few years he went to jail, and they were saying, but when I saw him he was never that, but then a few years later he was in jail. What's going on, Mark? How did I see someone's future? What you saw was the already predetermined, predestined thing. Another person said, you know, Mark, it's one of my older followers, and she said, you know, Mark, in 1974 or something, I saw the laptop, a tablet, before it ever came out. Like 40-50 years later, she says, I never forget it. I saw the laptop and I saw the tablet. So what are these individuals seeing? What they're actually seeing is the live event that's already replayed out, but they're just skipping ahead of the program, or skipping ahead of the video, and they're going to the other part. Because the reason they see that, because it was already written out and done already. So what makes you and I, or what prevents you and I from seeing the full picture of everything, is the brain. The brain is really slow at catching up to the full replay. So your brain and my brain, everything is already played out, but the brain is just so slow. It's taking one bit at a time, one bit of information, one bit of a scene, one bit of a... But the whole movie scene is done. It's already done. So that's why I say we live in a replay universe. Now, how can this be profound in your life? This is very profound. Because if I live in a replay universe, okay, me, and I know what I want, and I know my desires in my heart, just like you have desires in your heart, and I think about the stuff I like and think about the stuff I want, that literally means I am already picking up my replay. It's already manifested. Otherwise, it wouldn't make me feel inspired. It wouldn't make me feel good to think of it. So, you know, okay, if every day you get up and one of your desires is to make more money, and one of your desires is to manifest to win the lottery, one of your desires is to get more clients for your business, to take off in your real estate, whatever, to be an actor, whatever it is, to grow your business, to be more fulfilled, if that is one of your desires, and you get up every day and you say to yourself, man, how am I going to achieve this? This is what I really want, but I don't know what to do. Oh, man, I really want to do this, and you do it every day, every day, every day. That has already manifested, because you're in a replay. You're picking up something you've already done. See, that's the profound thing about the replay universe, that you don't have to sweat it or worry. This is why I always say to you, that's why you have to detach and let go. The problem in the replay universe is your ego doesn't get it. This is why you get uncertainty, and this is why your ego try to bring you in and try to say, oh man, we got to figure out what to do. Your ego have no idea that you live in a replay universe, that the live is already done. You're just watching you're watching the replay, man. You're watching your own replay. That's the replay universe, multiverse. That's where we all live. Our brains just can't, your brain just can't pick up infinite information. I'll put it to you in physics term. From the moment, well, there's, you see, it's so trippy. I can't even talk about physics without bringing time, and because there is no time, there was no beginning, there was no end. So when I say in the beginning, I can't even say in the beginning. So I gotta, the only way I can say things is, okay, when the universe did its thing, everything was already written out, already done already. You and I are just going with the flow. That's things that are already manifest. Everything is already set in motion. Your destiny has already been determined by you, by how you feel about your desires. Your destiny is your desires. Destiny is not what you don't want, it's what you want, because that carries a more higher frequency that makes you want to experience life. That's why your consciousness stream down here. Your consciousness is down here because it wants to experience the replay it already made for you. But your stupid ego is the problem. Your illogical and what I call stupid ego fools your head up with all these lies and all these limitations and all these things that make you feel fear and doubt and make you think like you'll never achieve your dreams or your desires. But in reality, your dreams and desires have already been achieved by you, for you. It can be no other way. It's just that your brain is so slow to catch up to it, and your ego cannot see that. So your ego starts to what? What's the primary talent of your ego? What is the primary talent of the ego? The primary talent of the ego is it's smart, it can logicalize, it can judge, and it can think. And then when it thinks, it leads to overthinking. When it leads to overthinking, it leads to depression. It leads to anxiety. It leads to catastrophic thinking, which is where you're always in the what if negative. You see the worst case scenarios all the time. That is the problem you have. You don't have a problem with manifesting your dreams or your desires. You have a problem with listening and following your own ego. That's the only problem. If there's a such thing as a problem, that's the only problem that exists. Now, if you just let that go and you understand that this is a replay universe, and Mark just tell me that everything is already done, it's in my heart. So what I got to do? Follow the sign. That's all you got to do. Signs are there. Follow the sign to your manifestation. That's it. Because it's already done, man. You just have to learn to tune in. All right, so where am I going? There's my sign. Okay, what else is my sign? Your signs are synchronicity. Your signs are intuition. Your signs are from the higher self. Your signs are your feelings. Your signs are your imagination. Your signs are other people. Your signs are your pet, your rock, the tree. Your signs are everywhere. Your signs are even the matrix. You see, the thing about the replay universe is, someone has asked me this, okay, what about the matrix, man? We live in this matrix. How do we get out of the matrix? If you really want to know how to get out of the matrix, here's a secret for you to get out of the matrix. If you want to get out of the matrix, all you have to do is remember this, okay? You created the matrix. So you can get out of it because you made it. Your consciousness created the matrix with a bunch of other consciousness. Created the matrix. Now, with the replay universe, it says now that all I have to do is sit back, listen to my higher self, get into the flow state, visualize or imagine what it is I want, keep it repetitively, get to my subconscious mind, clear the negative blocks that the matrix put into it so it can get me on my path to manifesting my desires. Once my subconscious blocks are good, then my life will start to change in a positive aspect. That is the replay universe. So I can assure all of you, anyone this video finds, that if it's in your heart, if it's something you desire, you've already done it. Otherwise, it could never come into your consciousness for you to want it. Whenever you desire or you want something, it means it's already done. You're picking up the energy of what you want, because the energy of whatever you want, that defies space-time. That's entangled with you. So your brain can only pick up the what we call the time or the thing, but your body and your field and your heart, which heart has an electromagnetic field, your heart can pick up the energy of your desires. Yes, it's attention, intention, inspired action leads to manifestation. That's correct, true beauty. Again, attention, the intention. Well, first it's the intention, then you go for the attention, then you get the inspiration, and then you get the action, and then you get the what we call inspired action. That leads to your outcome, or what you call your manifestation. So that is what we live in, a replay universe. So you can rest assured that if you just allow your higher mind to take over, it will guide you to what's already yours. Don't drive with your ego, my friends. Drive with your higher mind. Your ego is only going to take you around the block. Your higher mind will take you to different countries, different states, different regions. I'm putting this in a simple term for you to understand. Your higher mind or your subconscious will take you to new experiences, new things you never thought imagined, new things you didn't know or were aware of. Your ego is only going to take around. The ego would only take you around your own block because it can't see anything, man. It can't. It's a limited mind. And I will further show you more proof that we do live in a replay universe. And we can use this in quantum physics. We know what's called the delayed choice experiment, where the past can affect what they call the future. So in quantum mechanics, it says that when the particle did its thing, everything was already set in motion. From who you choose, you chose your parents chose, all that was already set up. Where you're at right now is already set up. It was already set up in the quantum world. You're just a participant run by a program of your unconscious. Who set it up? You, a conscious awareness observer. You see, all of this is for you to get an experience. The name of the game is to experience, man. That's the name of the game, people. What you really want is an experience. That's all. That's, for the record, that's all you can do. You can only ever experience stuff. You can't own anything. There's nothing to own. You can't have anything. There's nothing to have. Go ahead, try to own something. It's going to dissipate. It'll rust. Cars get old, they disappear. Your house, you're going to die, you're going to leave it. Your money, it's going to disintegrate, it's going to die. You can't own anything, people. Once you understand this concept, then you can get a lot of stuff. Now you can borrow, you can rent it, or what I call you can experience it, and that takes all the pressure off of it. I don't have to own it. There's no pressure on me. I don't have to need it to get it. I'm just gonna run through it. I'm just gonna experience it, man. I'm just gonna borrow. I'm gonna loan. I'm gonna rent it because I can't own it, because there's nothing to own. It's a trap of the matrix. Okay, congratulations. You've now owned your home. No, you haven't owned a home. You can't own a home. Congratulations. You've owned your own car. Nope, you can't own a car. Congratulations, you own your own money. Can't own money, it's not yours. There's nothing to own. The universe, you can't own a particle. You can only ever experience and flow through it. Why is this so profound? What's the profound knowledge in this, man? The profound knowledge in this is because it's all an illusion. If you understand that you don't own or need, or you guess what happens, people? Guess what happens? It takes away the need. If you take away the need, what do you take away? When you take away the need, what do you take away, people? You take away the lack. You take away resistance. And what are you left with? Abundance. Think about it. If someone came to you and says, here, this is yours. Just do what you want to do with no pressure. You don't need to own it. Just have it, rent, do whatever you want to do with it. Oh, cool. I don't have to name up. Oh, I don't have to pay property taxes. Wow. I don't have to pay the mortgage. I don't have to do, oh, this is mine. Oh, da da da. Oh, I don't have to put pressure on myself to get that. Because again, in the world of physics, guys, there's one fundamental law that exists that someone wrote a paper about and won a Nobel Prize on a couple of times. A physicist did this. And the one thing that you got to be aware of about how this matrix reality works, and I want you to get this into your head. If you can write this down, go write it down, go put it in your phone, and always remember this term, because it is the key to get everything and anything in your life. It's a quantum term. It will make you more money. It will make you get a girlfriend, a boyfriend. It'll make you get your soulmate. It'll make you get rich. It'll make you get poor too if you focus on the wrong thing. It'll make your business profit. It'll make everything in your life. If you're an athlete or whatever, it'll make you be the best sports athlete, the best singer, writer, artist, any of this thing. I guarantee you. Listen to the words I'm telling you. I guarantee now, that you will have success if you remember this term and you apply it and you understand the concept of it in your life. What is this word? What is this term in quantum physics? Let me throw it out at you. I talk about it a lot. Let's see if you I don't expect anybody to get it. But if you do get it, oh man, we're on top here. So throw some terms. What is it I'm talking about? Give me the term. Go, get a chance. I'll give you a tip. So we have some terms called quantum superposition. See, so I'll give you some quantum stuff. It's a quantum term. It's not the law of detachment. No, it's not the law of detachment. Quantum terms now. Ah, man. Let me go back down. It's not act as if. There's one person that have this here. One person that got it. And it's UMA. It's quantum entanglement. Write that down. Go read up on quantum entanglement. And you know, if you don't need to read up on it, let me simplify it for you here. Quantum entanglement says not if, not maybe, not probably, not theoretically. It says that you already have and will receive and get whatever it is that you want. It is already yours. That's what simple terms of quantum entanglement says. A matter of fact, it goes even deeper. It says not only you have it, but it is also impossible for you to be not without it. That's what quantum entanglement says. Are you listening? You want me to say it again? I don't think many of you understand what I'm saying here. Every single person in this chat should be going like, oh, because if this doesn't make you jump and be like, whoa, this is profound, then you haven't gotten it. So I'll say it again to you, okay? Because if you get it, then this would be the thing that some of you should jump off of this live right now and says, damn, this should be something that makes you go, wow, oh my goodness, oh my God. All of that should be happening right now. You should be jumping up. You should be running around right now. I'll say it again. In quantum entanglement, which is a law, it says that the stuff that you want right now, it is impossible for you to not have it. It is glued to you. It is a part of you. Okay, that's habit. Remember we talked about. So that's what quantum entanglement says. Now, what do you want to do with the stuff you have? Tell me what you want to do with the stuff you have. I'll get into how it's possible in a minute. What do you want to do with the stuff you have? You want to experience it. You can have money, but what good is money if you can't do anything with it? What you gonna do? Sit on your money like this? Money, get food, travel, do stuff. So, a car. You want a car? What you gonna do with a car? Have it park up and sit every day, look at the car? I think not. You're gonna drive the car. You're experiencing it. So you're missing the point here. Stop focusing on what it is that's already yours and start focusing on how do I get to experience what quantum entanglement says is already a part of me. That will then take you to the next level so you can get it. Right now you have it, but you're not experiencing it. That's the bridge. So the thing is, I just gave you the knowledge to show you that the money and all that stuff, it cannot be separate from you, because in the laws of physics it says every single particle is attached. Now how is that possible? That was a question that asked me earlier. It's possible because every particle that's produced will automatically have a charge of energy that's connected to each one. Everything is in pairs. The universe and everything is one big information hub, and it's all connected through what's called energy, or energy conservation, or energy we call plasma, by the electromagnetic force. That's how it's possible, by the laws of magnetism. Everything attracts and sticks together. So that means, I'll put it to make it even more simple. They have a thing called cosmic strings. So what this says is, it's very simple. Imagine everything with a communication line. And everywhere one particle goes, the other one knows exactly what it's doing. That's the entanglement. This guy can't do anything without the other guy knowing. They are tied together by an energetic string invisible to you and I, and the string sends information beyond the speed of light instantaneously. Now keep in mind, everything is what? Particles. So therefore, if you want a house and a car and money, it's a particle made up to make a house or money, so it's still yours. The secret, how do I get to experience those things, Mark? That's the thing you gotta get. That's gonna take you from desiring it, and that's gonna put you in the manifestation realm. That's gonna get you to have it, to experience it. And that can only take place, to ever experience anything that you want or you desire, it can only ever take place in another part of your mind. Can anyone tell me that part of your mind? It can only take place in one part of the mind. That's correct. It's the subconscious. So you're going to have to get really good at learning and getting to know your subconscious. Because you cannot get anything into the world to experience it through your ego or conscious mind. Everything for you to, the ego mind will make you want it or desire it, which is what it's supposed to do. That's the entanglement. The ego mind will alert you to entanglement. The conscious mind will let you know through science and physics that this is already yours. That's all it can do, but it can never ever get you to experience it. You have to go to the other part of the mind that is capable with the power, the memory banks, the tools to bring it in for you to experience it. And that is the subconscious mind. So you have to know now how to tune my subconscious mind, how to master my subconscious mind, how to talk to my subconscious mind, how to make my subconscious mind conscious like my ego mind. Then I'm going to have everything I ever desire in my life. It's really important. Why is this important? Because the reason why it's important is because you and I are controlled 97% more in our subconscious than our conscious mind. Voila. Okay, that's what I'm going to leave you with today to ponder, and I will see you next time.